Let's talk marriage and family life.
Greetings once again from the office of Pastor Kevin Martin, and welcome to Let's Talk Marriage and Family Life. I hope that you are having a great day today. It's another day that the Lord has made, and thank the Lord for another day. Thank the Lord for a day where His mercy is fresh every morning. Praise God for that. I want to continue from the last podcast on the subject of a child-to-mother relationship. If you know some mothers out there that could benefit from this, be sure they go online and they watch these podcasts. I have been covering the relationship of a mother to a child. And as I stated in the last podcast, there are 4 mothering types to avoid. There are 4 mothering types to avoid. And on the last podcast, I covered the first 2. The first one was the smothering mother, who is always shielding the child from every bump in life. By doing that, it causes children to bypass adversities that strengthens their character and brings forth fruit of compassion. The second one I covered was the vampire mother. That's the mother who seeks to live out her unfulfilled childhood dreams through her children. And this causes feelings of guilt and insecurity in the children, a guilt and insecurity of growing up. That leads us to the next 2. So the smothering mother, the vampire mother, and now number 3, it is the overwhelmed mother. The overwhelmed mother. The overwhelmed mother feels that she can't handle situations. And so she often doesn't handle them. She doesn't handle them well. She essentially disconnects from the children. She disconnects emotionally or even physically from the children, usually finding many interests outside of the home. So they disconnect, find other interests outside of the home, and this creates fear. Creates a fear in the spirit of a child. Children with this type of mother, they begin to fear that it's their fault that the mother isn't involved with them. A fear comes upon them. They begin living in fear. And as we know, fear is torment. It is a very tormenting spirit. It creates feelings of being unloved. It creates an inner emptiness in the child. Children often develop a lifelong sense of inner emptiness when the mother is disconnected. It causes them to be unable to feel secure in the love of other people because the emotional bond with their own mothers. They lack that. They lack that emotional bond with their own mothers, and it affects them. It affects the way they receive love from others. It affects the way they go through life because they're being tormented in a spirit of fear. In a world with creative activities, where children are lavished with material things and they're blessed with educational opportunities, these children, they can become the invisible, psychologically walking wounded. I'm going to say that again. The invisible, psychologically walking wounded. The invisible, psychologically walking wounded are victims of the overwhelmed, busy, and emotionally absent mother. That leads me to the fourth mothering type to avoid, and it's the zookeeper mother. The zookeeper mother is hassled and frustrated by the ordinary emotional and physical demands of her children. She often has several children, and a constant emotional drain psychologically that wears her down. This mother tends to use put downs and voice ups to seek to corral her children, to manipulate their behavior. For example, if a child spills something and then later spills something again or spills something too often, the zookeeper mother might say, "What's the matter with you? Are you trying out for the role of the clumsiest child in the world?" And this kind of statement may cause a child to be more conscious in the future. It may help them be more conscious of their clumsiness in the future, but the scar that it inflicts upon the child, the scar that is put upon the child's self-concept, it's not worth it. It's not worth the scars that it leaves. Not only does using put downs affect them, but also the voice ups. The voice up would be the yelling and the screaming. She yells and she screams in an effort to control the child's behavior. And as she sees herself losing control over a difficult to manage child, she may use intimidating, loud words to nullify the child's behavior. Recent study, it has revealed that parents that communicate with a yelling and screaming mode, when they communicate in that way, children actually hear less of what the parents say. So let's be careful on the put downs and the voice ups. God bless you. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I pray the blessings of the Lord to be upon you and upon your family. We need all of the help we can get. This generation desperately needs the help of God with their marriages and with their families. Thank you so much for joining and watching today. If I've been a blessing to you and you would like to give, you can go to our church website, www.atascocitaupc.com. God bless, and I will see you tomorrow.